Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time!
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic, I win this. So you hear those horns, you fit a soldier. And I stay under you fighting, plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid, I'm harder than nails. Plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid, your boy hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan. Lay your ass down for the 3-second tan. Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
It's gon' be what it's gon' be. 5 pounds of courage, bloody base, 10 pants with a gold tee. It's a war dance, a victory step. A raw stance is a gift, and you insist it's my rep. John Cena trademark, y'all are so-so. And talk about the bread you make, but don't know the recipe for dodo. Aiming guns in all your photos, that's a no-no. When this pop, your lip lock, your big talks a blatant no-so. See what happens when the ice age melts. You see monetary status is not what matters, but it helps. I'm rocking timepiece by Benny, if any. The same reason y'all could love me is the same reason y'all condemn me. A man's measured by the way he thinks.
Well, we've made it, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. And it's time for some Thirsty Thursday action. Let's go. So, while some of you, just casually enjoyed that intro, I've been doing a little bit of, how should I say this? Evaluating. Okay? I've been taking a look at the different types of conversations going on between the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. And here are some highlights that I've noted so far. Over on the YouTube chat, there's currently a competition to see who is more broke. One guy wants a gaming PC because he only has a Huawei M20 phone. And then another guy is saying, stop complaining. I'm broker than you. I only have a PS... Okay, so he only has a PS3, so he's... Okay. Somebody else is spamming caps in YouTube, and then he's actually yelling at the bot because I think he thinks that the bot is a human, and he's actually yelling at him because he's mad that he got timed out for spamming cap. Anyway, over here on Twitch. Hello from Greenland. Hey, it's Rob. How are you guys doing? Stilla's going to the Super Bowl. This song is a banger. Mark says, Fitty Bitty Committee. So, if you ever needed a distinction of where the cool people are versus where the special kids are at, there's your answer. And there's my intro to today's episode of Thirsty Thursday. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys very much for being here. Ev, the man, also joining us in a Fitty Bitty Committee. Thank you very much. Jonathan Talks Hardware with the Twitch Prime sub. Come back for 8 months now. He said, hey, let's freaking go. This is all on Twitch, by the way. Sam Sakito, a.k.a. the guy who's been building all the PCs at the ZTT HQ. He's also in the Fitty Bitty Committee. And yeah, we know the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. That's a given. Mark also with the Fitty Bitty Committee. Thank you very much. I'm doing good, Raven. I'm feeling fired up. We got the Steelers over here on the projector. They're up 24-0. Things are looking good over here. And we're about to build another PC. We need some help. We're going to be building one of these bad boys today. We're going to be building a Frost Nova gaming PC. I've actually never built one of these Frost Novas. while live before, so it's going to be quite an adventure for all of us. But, you know, hopefully this goes well. It doesn't seem too complicated, but things have not, building-wise, things have not been going well at the CTT HQ. We've had a problem with, like, the last 17 builds that we've touched. We've found solutions to all of them, but there's always something. So I anticipate no less here on Thirsty Thursday. But we also have some, I don't know how to say that. Rumbra? Oh, wait, it was cut off. This person. Wait, no, that ain't it. Wait. Mumbra. Oh, no, that's the person you gifted to. I can't read. I gotta improve. Oh, my God, what's going on here? Rumbara. Gifting out a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. That's what's up. Much appreciated. Our first gifted sub of the night. Much appreciated. Why, hello there, DJ. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. We're about to build a PC very soon. Kick live stream when? It's not a bad idea. Should we do, maybe we do Twitch and Kick. Can you do that? Actually, no, you're not. Well, you're definitely not allowed to, but maybe we can get away with it. Maybe Twitch and Kick instead of Twitch and YouTube? I don't know. Like, I love YouTube, obviously. The YouTube chat, a little questionable. Oh, the Who's Broke converse, just in case if you guys are over on Twitch, the Who's Broke competition is still actively going on over on YouTube. Alton has entered the mix now. He says he can only afford a pet rock. So the dude that only can afford the PS3 is looking like first world problems, as this other guy can only afford a pet rock. I'll keep you guys updated on that story. For everyone else, we are over in the exclamation point Discord server. If you could go over there and post what you were sipping on, beer, wine, you know, maybe something a little fancy, or if you're just hydrating with some Gatorade Zero, you know, or some coffee, whatever you're sipping on, I want to see those drink photos in the general chat in the exclamation point Discord server. Oh wow, I see some drink photos come. Wait, was that a Tom Brady jersey? Okay, somebody ban whoever posted the Tom Brady jersey. Other than that, we got a lot of drink photos already. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good over there. You got to get a drink, Jonathan. How much do you sell this gaming PC for? That's a good question. I actually don't know. 9, I think. So our prices fluctuate like a good bit, honestly. Right now, we've temporarily kind of increased the prices just a little bit, just to keep it transparent with you guys, because we're actually trying to slow down the amount of orders. So as you guys know, we got absolutely hammered with orders, and we continue to get hammered with orders, and we're just a little small team over here. Hence why I have to show up on Thirsty Thursday to build some of these. And they're a little bit higher than normal. Honestly, the orders have not slowed down though, so it's probably going to stay at these prices. So I believe we're selling Frost Nova right now for $9.25. I'm broke, but I do have a laptop and an iPhone 13. It continues. I've already joined the Discord, but I can't talk because I don't have a phone. Ouch, that's a very real problem. Yeah, you have to have the phone verification to be in our Discord server. That has significantly cut down on all of the bot. We used to get like bot rated all the time. It was super annoying. Pretty sure Discord did a lot of work behind the scenes, but we've also implemented like every available system. So yeah, sorry, we have to do the phone verification. Yo, hire me, Zach. You don't have to pay me. No, I don't want people to build our PCs for free. I want to pay people to build them. I don't want free craftsmanship. I need real workers. Also, why do you sell only mid-tier computers and not high-tiered ones? It's a good question. Our $1,500 build, like when it first launched, it was kind of high-end. Before RTX 4000 series came out, like 3070, like for me and my audience, that's high-end. Now the 3070 is very mid-tier, of course, and it's honestly a really good question. Right now, there's like no motivation to expand. Like, just because we have so many orders, and it's like, okay, like, we just need to fulfill the orders that we have. But, you know, I would consider it. I would consider it for sure. Just like a real super high-end PC that has some beefy margins. Yeah, I would consider that. Plus, you deal with customers. You know, the more expensive of a product you sell, the easier the customer typically is to work with. So, yeah, I mean, I would consider it. What specs? What specs? Before we look at the drinks, what specs should I consider for our high-end PC? I would say anywhere in the range of 2K to 2.5K. What type of specs do you guys think is the best for a build that we are trying to make significant profit on? Think, if I'm selling, like realistically, if I'm selling a build for 2,000 to 2,500, I'm going to sell it for, honestly, like $400 or $500 more than the parts. That's the type of part margins. That's not bottom line profit margins. Just in terms of parts, we're going to sell it for like $400 or $500 more than the parts. What type of specs are you guys thinking for that? Zach, I can't even join the Discord. Well, you're doing something wrong, man. Just go to zachstechturf.com/Discord. That's the easiest way to get there. Yes, Steelers are looking amazing right now. Will you do another Black Friday sale? We're definitely not going to do... Well, I shouldn't say definitely, because who knows what's going to happen. I don't know. Black Friday's a long way away. Who knows where we'll be at that point. I don't know. Do not wait for Black Friday. AM5? 3070 and an R7 7700? No, that's not good enough. No, we can't sell... Oh, my God. No, we can't sell a 3070 at 2 to 2.5K. 13700K /F or 7800 X3D with a 4070 Ti is probably where we would be at. Off the top of my head, I have done zero research at this price range. I would think 4070 Ti is about where we would be. 4080s are really, really expensive. I would debate between like an X3D Ryzen chip or like an i7. I'm not really sure. No, we can't do Arc Battle Mage. I would love to. I probably will start daily driving Battle Mage once it comes out, because I just really like the, on an enthusiast level, like a fan, like I want to see Intel GPUs succeed. We got the A750 right here. This is my backup graphics card for my personal PC. Definitely not selling this anytime soon, but I'm not going to sell in our restock builds an Intel GPU. That's going to limit the target audience just a little too much. People are still a little skeptical, other than people that know that, you know, people in the chat here probably aren't too skeptical of Intel at this point, but your average everyday person that buys a pre-built, they're still way skeptical if they even know what an Intel GPU is at this point. Akira with the tier 1 resale come back for 31 months. Oh, 31 months in a row. 34 total. Wow. Did we ever... I forgot. This was a conversation during Thirsty Thursday Season 2. Did we ever do a 3-year ZTT badge? I can't remember. Thank you very much for the reset. Much appreciated. I can't remember if we actually finished that or not. I was supposed to, for sure. Oh, Fire Medic. I also missed it. With the Fitty-Bitties. Says, 12 hours down out of my 48-hour shift. Still pumped for Thirsty Thursday. Let me in. Wow. You're going to have to take that up to your supervisor, but hopefully they let you in. The Fitty Bitty Committee Lounge. Thank you very much for making the time. Hi, would you have any park recommendations for a $700 budget? I've made several $700 part videos. I would start there. Just real talk. Just real talk. What's the best CPU for an RX 5500 XT? Probably a 3600. You know why? Type a 1 in the chat if you took advantage of the ZTT deal today for the insane motherboard deal. This is, again, another reason to be in the exclamation point Discord server. We post the best PC hardware deals whenever they come up. Not every day. Whenever they come up. We're actually increasing our rate. But today, we posted a deal for an A520M motherboard that was brand new on Amazon for $50. And we wiped them out. By the time I had everybody type in how many they bought. I bought 6 of them. A couple people bought 4 of them. And a lot of people bought 1 or 2 of them. Like PC flippers, this is what we've been waiting for. Just any AM4 micro ATX motherboard that's less than like $70. This was $50 and it was brand new with Amazon Prime shipping. So Within like 10 minutes of posting the deal, or probably 20 minutes of posting the deal, it went out of stock. We completely wiped them out, but it was the deal that we've been waiting for a while. So the reason why I'm recommending the Ryzen 5 3600 is because a budget A520M motherboard like that is perfect for that. So I'm really excited. We're going to be seeing a lot of Ryzen 5 3600 videos, especially Flippin' Friday episodes, until we work our way through that motherboard supply that I have. I'm very excited though, because I've been waiting for that. AM4 motherboards have been like way too expensive. It's still down to $71. Well, definitely don't buy that motherboard at 71. No, that's not good at 71. I'm going to get a ton of Apevia Prodigies. Do you mean Prestiges, or do they also have a Prodigy? Get the Prestige. The Prestige is the tier C model. You think the 3700X is worth it over the 3600X? For a personal build? If you think it's worth it, then yes, I agree with you. For a flip, no. I would definitely just stick with the Ryzen 5. I'm not a big fan. I made a YouTube short on this just a couple of days ago. I'm not a huge fan. Oh, Prodigy is the case. Got it. No, I don't know the Prodigies. Oh, got it. Okay, let's look that up real quick. Yeah, I knew that sounded familiar. Let's look that up real quick. And then we're going to check out your drinks in the ! Discord server. Apevia Prodigy. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Oh, that is the Prodigy. Why is that name not sounding familiar? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Wow, I got turned around there. The Prodigy is... Wait, was it called something else? Why am I blanking on this? The Prodigy is that micro ATX case that we used to use all the time. I don't remember that being called the Prodigy. I haven't used it for a while. Prodigy? Yeah, wow. Okay, yeah, that's an amazing micro ATX case. I don't know why that's like not ringing a bell. I've used that case like 10 times. Yeah, that was an always called that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking there. yeah, it's a great case. Great case for that motherboard. Have at it for sure. Did you cover that case in the Toasty Bro? Yeah, I use that case all the time. I don't know why it's just bad memory. That's all that is. Okay, let's go to the drinks. That way we can start building, por favor. Okay, once again, sorry, I kind of let this slip, so there's a lot of chat in the general chat. Maybe we should create a stream chat at some point. That's probably long overdue. But if you head to the Discord server, people were posting drinks. There's some conversation going on. Jonathan Talks Hardware, you know, he's just sipping on some water. You know, he literally just poured that right out of the sink. He's also got some food left over in the sink here, but it is what it is. Troll's got some, I don't know what he's sipping on, but he's got some drink there for the stream. That's fine. I'm a virgin just drinking some water. You know, that's perfectly fine. Do you? Alex also has some water in a Gatorade bottle. You love to see it. We got some bubbly sparkling water, some pineapple bubbly. There we go. Mark, of course, he's on duty. He's got the Gamers Nexus mug. What a week, or what a couple of weeks for Gamers Nexus. Shauner sipping on a, you know, I like this mug a little bit better. The ZTT Mod on Duty mug. You know, he's also got his PC in the background there, looking super clean. We also got some Dr. Pepper. Oh my God, I haven't seen a single. Am I drinking alone today? Oh my God, I haven't seen a single real drink here. Gangsta W drink for real, not a PC flex. Do not drink Windex. This is a joke. Okay, thank you for the disclaimer, man. Much appreciated. Homemade, some type of milkshake. That looks pretty. Oh wait, that PC looks. Ooh, that's a pretty nice looking PC back there. Crescent Zelda. That's impressive. This we don't want to see. Although it is ironic that, you know, the jerseys that we have on right now, you know, most people, I would say, on the planet, other than like if you live up in the Northeast, you know, I have the GOAT jersey on and you have GOAT number 2 jersey on. That's pretty ironic that we're both wearing that. You know, between these two people, they have 9 Super Bowl rings. That's pretty impressive. 9. Wow. Zeno, this is the best I got. Drinking some GG juice. Also got his pet bird with him. Cup of Java. Okay. We got some more bubbly. Wow. The second bubbly. Was that a repeat? I don't know what's going on with that. We got some boba. Nice. There we go. 2 weeks old. Water. Gatorade. Oh my god. Am I drinking alone? Does nobody have a real drink? I mean, I know I said it's acceptable, but now it just feels weird. Where's Doc? Oh my god, I'm literally the only one drinking tonight. The PC, are you drinking? Oh my god, what happened? Did you? It's Thirsty Thursday, and the Steelers are playing. Where's your photo? Oh, okay, this is my wife's photo. She's got the agua de coco with the Steelers in the background. You love to see it. We got more water here. Fire medic, he's on duty. Sorry. We got some empty cups right there. Why am I the only one drinking? It's kind of weird. PC Lab with the $10 super chat. Thank you. He says, hey there, Zach. I'm not sure I agree with you about the Steelers jersey. Patriots fan over here. Yikes. We'll see who does better. Here's my prediction. Feel free to clip this all you want. Steelers, their record this year is going to be... Hold on, let me think about this. Here it is. Their record is going to be, the Steelers, is going to be 13-4. And they are going to win the AFC North this year. 13-4 is my official prediction. RWZ with the Twitch Prime sub. Come back for 33 months in a row. You'll love to see the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. First Twitch Prime sub of the night. I love my Twitch Prime subs. Yeah, 13-4. That would definitely be my prediction. I can see them getting tripped up. You know, an injury or two. You know, Mitch might play a game. You know, that's an instant loss. Although he did pull off a nice dub at the end of the year last year. But yeah, 13-4. Yeah, I'll bet anybody on that. And speaking of football, the ZTT 4th year running Fantasy Football League is well underway. We are currently voting on draft days. We're gonna nail that down this week. We have 16 people that have already paid me money. I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. We put out the dues, $25 buy-in, 16 people all paid in right away. You know, we're ready to roll. We just got to set up the draft time, and then this is going to be the biggest payout for a ZTT Fantasy Football League ever. I'm excited. And what I'm really excited about is next year, I'm going to bump that up to 50. We're going to do a $50 buy-in next year. That's going to be legit. So just get ready, okay? We're not voting on the buy-ins from now on. I set the buy-ins. 25 this year, 50 next year, and maybe we'll do 100 the next year if we're still going strong. Jacob with the $2 super chat says, would you recommend getting the 4070 Ti over the 4080? That's a weird question. I'll answer it for you, though, just because you gave the $2 super chat. Let me check current pricing. That way I can give you an honest answer here. Okay. It all depends on how much... And then we're going to build this PC, I promise. We're building the Frost Nova Gaming PC right here. This is what we're about to build. All right. Let's check the absolute current pricing right now. 4070 Ti or a 4080. Okay. So the cheapest 4070 Ti right now is $790. Most models are around $800 for a 4070 Ti. The cheapest 4080 is $1,100. So here's the thing. If you are rich, then you might as well get as much as you're willing to spend. Okay? Like, if you have enough disposable income, then get the best possible GPU. That way it lasts the longest. Like, that actually does make sense. But if you are focused a little bit on value, I would not spend $300 extra for a 4080 over 4070 Ti. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Like, I have never spent $1,100 on a single component. I don't think I would do that, even if I didn't have this channel. That's a lot of money for just one component. Yeah. Literally get a 7900 XTX. Yeah, I mean, they're coming down in price. I want to look at that real quick. Yeah, they're at what? They're definitely cheaper than a 4080. They're about at 4070 Ti pricing, right? A little bit more. What are they at? Like 850, 900 maybe? Let me check. It's been a while. I don't really keep tabs on the high-end market too well. XTX, yeah, 940, 950. Yeah, get an XTX at that point. Yeah, I mean that's definitely something to consider. Should I spend $40 extra to get a white 7900 XTX? Yes, 100%. 100%. If the difference between a black GPU and a white GPU is only $40, especially at that high of end, yeah, 100%. If your PC, of course, is gonna aesthetically fit that. But yeah, that's not a lot of extra money at all. GTX 1060 Ti. Okay. Anyway, all right, let's build a PC, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you guys are joining late, today we are going to be putting together a Frost Nova gaming PC that we have here. We're going to try to move through this quickly once we actually start building. This is sold on our exclamation point website, zttbuilds.com, and I am simply helping Sam with building these PCs because we have a ton of orders in the backlog, and you know, we just got to start cranking through here. So let me get this out of the way. I'm going to run through all the parts. That's going to fall real quickly, and then we're going to start actually using all of them. First up, CPU. We got the Ryzen 5 5600. Literally just can't go wrong with that. These cost about $130 almost every day of the week. You know, they've been lately creeping up to like 140, 145, but you can actually buy them new on different like outlet sellers on eBay, which are still brand new, but they only sell the trays. And if you don't need the stock CPU cooler, then, oh my God, I forgot the stocks. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you get, I have a cooler in the passenger seat of my truck. It's in Antonio's seat. Yeah, like a CPU cooler. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. I think it's in Antonio's seat. But yeah, so you can buy them a little bit cheaper for like $125, $130 if you buy them without a stock CPU cooler, which is what I've been doing because we have like 50 stock CPU coolers here. So, and we definitely don't need all of them. So that's what I've been doing lately. But for the motherboard, we got nothing other than the Gigabyte B450M DS3H Wi-Fi. These are also available every day of the week for $80. A little bit more expensive especially than the $50 deal that I was just talking about. But this does have included Wi-Fi, which is really important whenever you're selling a good amount of restocked gaming PCs. We like to include that if we can, if it doesn't cost us too much extra money. For the RAM, we got 16 gigabytes, 3200 megahertz of some Delta T-Force RGB RAM. White sticks, those are usually available for like $42 to $45. For the SSD, we got a 1 terabyte Silicon Power A60. You know, we got to get those 1 terabyte models in there. You know, you guys give me flack for that. So, of course, we got that. For the power supply, today I think we have an 800 watt. We have an 800 watt Apivia Prestige. This is 80 plus gold, non-modular, and it's rated tier C. So again, don't judge it just based off of the brand. It's all about the specific models when it comes to power supplies. And this one is tier C. This is 800 watts, which is overkill, but this 800 watt at tier C is actually a better deal often than anything else, even if it's like, because we only need like a 550 watt power supply for this type of PC. But that one, even at 800 watts, is a little bit cheaper, so it helps us in the margins. Plugging into it, we of course have some easy DIY white cable extensions. I like to buy Asia Horse, but we buy these when they're cheaper. They've been averaging about $2 cheaper, so that's why we've been buying them. And our graphics card is the MSI Mech RX 6650 XT. Thank you very much. This is a really, really solid bang for your buck GPU. This paired with the Ryzen 5 5600 is a nasty 1080p, can play literally any game at high settings, and I really like these mech models. Thankfully, they're one of the cheaper ones, and they just look super clean from the side profile. This is the CPU cooler that my wife just got from my car, or from my truck. I just custom paint these. It's just the stock Ryzen cooler, but I paint the shroud and then rotate the little AMD logo up here. So we will be installing that. And then finally, our case is the Fractal Design Pop Mini Air, which is a micro ATX case. It comes with 3 pre-installed RGB fans. It also has an RGB button up at the top there, so they could all just daisy chain together directly to the case. You don't need a motherboard ARGB port or anything, and it's got this front tray, which is really cool. The panel just fell off right here, but this is what it normally looks like. Oops, magnets. This is what it normally looks like, and then you can pop this off, and then you got like a little drawer here for your USB dongles, you know, your flash drives, your SD cards, and whatnot. Super cool. I really like that feature. But those are all the parts for our Frost Nova gaming PC, and I also have packed, according to Sam's instructions. Apparently, we've been using one of these PWM fan extensions just so we can daisy chain all of the fans together, and then it reaches the header on the motherboard. So apparently we need one of these as well. But we will see. But yeah, let's start building. Let's go. Pop Airs are such nice cases. Yeah. The DS3H isn't showing the price on PC Part Picker. No, get the Wi-Fi version. The Wi-Fi version should be in there. There's a DS3H and a DS3H Wi-Fi. Yeah, the DS3H Wi-Fi has been in stock for like a year now. Hopefully that's not going anywhere. We rely heavily on this board at this point. Sometimes it'll creep up to $85, but I mean, I just bought a bunch the other day and they were still at 80. And they're on Newegg as well. Comes with the Wi-Fi antennas. You know, we are good to go. I really like being able to provide Wi-Fi for our customers. So yeah, that A520 deal is sold out. We hammered that. As a ZTT community, we hammered it. Okay, got our I/O shield here. Got our motherboard tray. Why isn't Zach using the A520 deal? Because, well, A, we just ordered them today. But B, this is for a Frost Nova gaming PC. The A520s that I got, I'm going to be using them for flip builds. Because they only cost $50. Yeah, I wouldn't put the A520 in a $900 PC. You know, it's a little bit too budget for that. It only has 2 RAM slots. It's A520. You know, I would much rather do a little bit better B450 motherboard, 4 RAM slots. And that deal isn't going to last forever. So whenever I'm installing or whenever I'm picking parts for a restock build, I try to pick parts that are readily available, like at all times, or at all times as much as possible. I can't rely on like single one-off deals for the restock builds. All right, we'll start our Ryzen stickers over here. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, got the CPU installed. Let's get our RAM installed next. Our Delta T-Force RGB. I mean, it would still be better than a lot of pre-builds. Yeah. Well, I don't know about a lot, but we'll see. We'll see. Love from India. Thanks for tuning in from India. That's what's up. Over on YouTube. Oh, also on YouTube. Can I have a free PC? Did we ever decide who's the most broke person over on YouTube? Has that story been closed? I don't see anybody debating anymore. Did somebody finally win? Was it the Pet Rock guy? Who's the most broke person over in the YouTube chat? Sorry, I wasn't keeping you guys updated on that. The AM4 deal sold out. Yeah, it sold out within like 20 minutes of us posting that deal. There were a lot of people. There's a lot of PC flippers, like true PC flippers in the ZTT community. And the other thing is our ZTT deals channel it gets relayed. I didn't really like the connection there. Let me redo that. It's a, what's it called? It doesn't feel right. I forget what the type of channel is, but it's the type of channel in the Discord server where it can get like auto-published out to other Discord servers. So if you own, or if you're a moderator of a Discord server, you can actually, it's called following. You can follow our ZTT Deals channel, and it will automatically publish our deals to a channel in your own Discord server. And I know there's some like PC flipping communities out there that use it. So like the people that our deals get sent out to are the type of people like me that will absolutely hammer a good deal when it comes around. So it really is no surprise when we send out a deal and something like that, like a PC flipper special. You know, not every deal is going to get hammered by PC flippers, but a deal like that, an A520 motherboard, like us PC flippers have been starving for AM4 motherboard deals. And now the problem is we're all going to be searching for Ryzen 5 3600s. We're going to get this SSD installed because the 3600 is a perfect CPU for that budget A520 motherboard, especially for the flips. Let me get a better screwdriver for that. So yeah, the price of 3600s, especially in places like smaller scale, like Mercari and Jawa, like the price of 3600s might go up a little bit after that deal. We're all going to be buying them. There we go. I just bought a Ryzen 5 3600 for $23. There's no way that thing's working. Is it really? This is the stock CPU cooler that I'm talking about. Again, I like to rotate the AMD logo. So you basically have to uninstall the top shroud, rotate it, re-screw it down, and then you can just remove this cover thing, and then this is what we paint. And so the thing with these, I'm actually like internally debating about what to do right now. Put the camera on me real quick. Here we go. So with these coolers, the cheapest possible all-white cooler that I would consider is that one from Thermalright, the Assassin X120. We actually use that on one of our PCs. And that costs about $20. I actually just bulk ordered a bunch of them for $16, which is really good. But normally, they're about 20 bucks. So by me painting this CPU cooler myself, I'm essentially increasing our profit margins of this build by $20 per build, which is really good. And whenever I paint these 16 of them at a time, because that's the most that like my cardboard can handle, and a tray of 16 is pretty good. However, since we've been increasing our orders a lot lately, the 16 paint jobs, they just don't last that long. They don't last nearly as much as they used to. I used to be able to paint 16 of them and not have to think about it for months. Now it's like a couple weeks, like a week, 2 weeks, maybe. And so I really like the profit margins that we're getting by painting them myself. So when I paint 16 of them, I save $20 of profit per build, or I increase my profit $20 per build. 16 times 20 is $320. So every time I go out and paint 16 of them, I'm essentially saving 320 bucks. So hourly rate wise, it's pretty good, you know, because it probably takes me from start to finish rotating the coolers, taking them out of the box, painting them all, like six coats of paint, all of them. It's probably like 2 hours. So $320 saved after 2 hours of work. That's a good hourly rate. Like, I'm okay with that. However, the problem now is, like, it can become a severe bottleneck in our process. Like, if I don't do this, then we don't have a CPU cooler to use. And again, with our order rate increasing rapidly right now, I don't like having a bottleneck like that. Like, I'd rather just throw $20 at the problem and I can just buy it as much times as we need. So I'm currently internally debating them. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because tomorrow I'm going out to paint 16 more of them. And I think it might be the last time I do it, like for the restock builds, but I'm just not sure yet. I'm just not sure. So But that, yeah, that's the current internal debate about these. So we might refresh our Frostnova PCs with the Thermalright Assassin cooler. But the downfall of that, if we do that, is I don't like to heavily rely on one product because the next best available all-white CPU... Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Much appreciated, Frag and Randy. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I don't like to heavily rely on one CPU cooler, so... Yeah, just tough debates, But here we go. Our motherboard is already prepped, ladies and gentlemen. We got the CPU cooler, RAM, SSD, all installed on our motherboard. This is good to go. So now we can start with the power supply prep. Seems like a good investment to save you the labor. That's what I'm thinking. Bulk order cheap white coolers on Alibaba. Yeah, so that's actually good advice. Just not for us. Like, we're in this weird middle ground right now of being like I don't know how to describe it. Like, we're in like the middle ground of like a small individual PC flipper and like a legit PC system integrator. We're like in the middle ground right now. And we don't, like, I don't necessarily have the capital to bulk order absolutely everything. Well, I definitely don't have the capital to bulk order everything, you know? And so we need to pick and choose what gets bulk ordered and what doesn't. And CPU coolers sound cheap and easy, but if I bulk order that, I have to, what's the opportunity cost of me not having that money and bulk ordering something else that has even higher profit margins, you know? So it's always an internal debate. And if I am going to bulk order something, I personally do not want to be at the mercy of a boat coming from China. Like, there's no way. So I am sticking with US-based shipping for everything we buy for the restock builds, because there is no way I'm going to allow us to like delay PC shipments because of a boat and like a big shipping container like getting stuck somewhere or whatever the news is. Like, that's just not for me. For a real deal system integrator that buys hundreds of coolers at a time, that makes sense. It's actually good advice, but that's just not where we're at right now. Please tell me there's paste on there. Yeah, it comes pre-installed with the paste. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got you. I'm stressing for you. Calm down, man. I got you. I usually do show it on camera. I probably didn't. I definitely showed it on camera at some point, though. Not a system integrator, but getting close. Getting close. Long way to go, but moving in the right direction. Dr. Sumer's back, says, sorry, I'm back. One of my best friends from PT school is moving to Hawaii tomorrow. So I had to say goodbye. That's awesome. Hawaii. Oh, shout out to Hawaii right now. But when we were in Hawaii, we loved it. It was awesome. What is all that stuff on the bottom of the cup? What is this? Paint. Oh, it's paint. Hold on. Can you see it on camera? Yeah, it's chipped paint. This Steelers cup has had some serious mileage. It was supposed to be a black painted bottom, but that has quickly or slowly chipped away over the years. For a guy that builds PCs for a living, you are jacked. Thank you, babe. Dude, that was your first ever message in a ZTT stream. Let's go. I like you. Thank you. Painful's here with the fitted bitties. Wow, that was a little late. Painful says, finally got you up on the PC instead of mobile. Oh, got it. 2 hydrates. Thank you. Wow. First, thank you. He always proves his worth. Bro, I'm thinking of buying a 5600 with an RX 6600, but don't have much budget for a B550. Will it affect performance if I get a B450? Get a B450, but especially if you're tight on cash, make sure, do everything you possibly can to make sure that it is Ryzen 5000 series ready. You do not want to go through a B450 motherboard that the BIOS wasn't updated to support it, and then you'll be kind of screwed. So just make sure that you see that Ryzen 5000 series ready sticker on there, and you should be good. Here, look. This is what I'm talking about. Like this motherboard right here. Right here. Ryzen 5000 desktop ready. When they first started shipping B450M motherboard or B450 motherboards, Ryzen 5000 wasn't even a thing at that point. So over the years, they've started to either update the complete motherboard itself, or they've been shipping them with an updated BIOS that supports Ryzen 5000 series chips. So just make sure, no matter what you do, that you have that. Otherwise, you kind of be screwed. You'd have to find another CPU so you can update the BIOS so it supports your 5600. So just make sure that you do that. Painful Intensity says, our boy's going through an 18-month sleep regression right now. Yikes. Sleep regressions are awful. When's the last sleep regression? 2 years? When's the last sleep regression in a baby? Painful said he's going through an 18-month sleep regression. That's a bad one? Yeah. We didn't have a 2-year sleep regression. Yeah. 18 months is probably the last one. Right? I mean, who knows? Yeah. Yeah. Yikes. What was your reaction to that failed PC flip with the broken motherboard? Are you talking about the one we did? The Flippin' Friday episode? The one with the broken motherboard. Which one? It's actually not my memory. We've had like 5 broken motherboards or got scammed on the motherboards. We've had so many motherboard issues in the last month. It's not even funny. So I don't remember which one you're talking about. Which one are you specifically talking about? Are you live on Twitch too? Yeah. Yeah, we're always live on both Twitch and YouTube. The cooler people, I would say, are on Twitch. That's where most of the good conversation is. Although Epic Snips over on YouTube says, sup. It's not bad. The last vid? Which one was the last video? Last video motherboard issue. What do we have? Oh, that was the white build. Which motherboard issue was this one? Sam's gonna have to get me up to speed. I don't remember. Maybe it is a memory issue. It did. Oh, yeah. So the Steel Legend motherboard. Well, here's the thing. This is what sucks about... I mean, it's like 100% my fault, but this is what sucks. So I bought what was said to be a B460M motherboard, micro ATX. We got shipped a B460 full ATX motherboard, which obviously won't work. I was pretty upset, but at the time I was like, well, it was still a good deal on a B460 motherboard, so we'll just keep it. And then, after the return window, we realized that it had bent pins on it. So, the scammer who sold that to me, which, to her defense, seems like just a soccer mom who fell on this motherboard and, like, she had no idea that she scammed me, but it's past the return window. So, we lost 75 bucks on that, you know. I try not to, like, get too upset when we lose money on parts because it happens all the time with the amount of parts that we come in. Like, there's literally a stack of parts in my office right now of parts that we got scammed on, we bought and they don't work, that need an RMA, or I accidentally bought something wrong. So, like, I'm kind of numb to the whole, like, buying parts and getting scammed thing at this point, so I don't really have a big emotion to it. The only reason that like it ever affects me is when it slows down like our production times and whatnot. Like that's the part that sucks. Whenever it delays videos or forces us to use parts that we didn't want to showcase in the videos and stuff like that. That's what I care more about. You think anyone cares on the YouTube chat? Cares about what? Cool Kids Club, or is it not cool now that I said that? Yeah, that kind of ruins it. B460 steel, yeah. Yeah, it sucks. I would have been fine with it if it didn't have the bent pins, and we still, I don't think we're gonna try to fix it. There's a ton of pins on there. It's much easier to fix like a Ryzen CPU pin versus like an Intel motherboard pin. I don't think we're gonna try to fix it, but maybe we'll see. I haven't really looked at it. But yeah, it is what it is. I have a question. It's my first message on stream, but it is to guide me. I have $800 of a budget. Should I go DDR4 or DDR5? I rely on a short... That's a tough one. That's like right at the boundary of... That's tough. What does everyone think? If you have $800 to spend on a brand new gaming PC, are you... This song has got to go. What the is this? $800 to spend on a brand new PC. Would you recommend somebody go DDR4 or DDR5? Before looking at the chat, I really think you should go DDR4 because it'll just allow you. Well, oh man, DDR5 is actually getting lower in price though. That's so tough. $800 is like right at that sweet spot of like $1,000 build. Let's go DDR5 at this point. $800, it's questionable. I wouldn't say DDR4 for sure. Mark says DDR5 for a personal build. Yeah, I'm assuming we're talking about a personal build. For a flip, 100% go DDR4. For a personal build, like you do kind of want to future-proof it as much as you possibly can. And a 16 gigabyte kit of DDR5 is not that much more. It's questionable. It's questionable. You can't go wrong either way. You definitely cannot go wrong either way. It's a great question. DDR5 is getting there, but the motherboards are still too pricey. Not for 800, not the motherboards that you would put in an $800 build. Those DDR5 motherboards have come down in price a lot. The high-end stuff is still kind of, is still like the difference of price from a DDR4 motherboard to DDR5. That's still up there. But for the budget stuff, the DDR5 motherboards are not that much more expensive. It's really come down. I was very shocked. DDR4 for now. Don't force DDR5 if you can't fit it. Yeah, definitely don't force it. I mean, you just have to make the decision because like the audience is definitely split here, as am I. If you want to get the absolute best gaming performance and you're focused on your right now gaming performance, I would go DDR4 and use the extra money that you save by getting a cheaper motherboard and cheaper RAM for a better GPU. If you care more about future-proofing, which, I mean, honestly, like, how much value even is there, like, future-proofing it? But if you do want to be on the latest gen of everything, if you value that, then get DDR5. You'll be sacrificing a little bit of performance right now. Please tell me what case you use behind you. That is the NZXT H7 Flow, I think. That's my personal streaming and gaming PC right now. I think it's the H7 or H7 Flow Elite probably. It's not for now, it's for September. Well, yeah, I mean, the prices of DDR5 are only going to get lower. So the longer you, I mean, that's a good point. The longer you wait, the more DDR5 is going to make sense. Because the price of DDR4 has got to bottom at some point. It has not bottomed yet. It's pretty crazy how cheap DDR4 is. But it will bottom at some point while DDR5 continues to decrease. Big Joe in the Fitty Bitty Committee Club. Thank you. Yo, it's been a while since I've tuned into a stream. How's it going? Welcome back, Big Joe. Thank you very much for the Fitty Bitties. Let's go. What should I say to convince my dad to not use a Mac? He's a Mac fanboy. I'm the wrong person for that question. Big time. Here's the deal. If you don't know this, which you probably don't if you're asking me, I daily drive a MacBook every single day. Every single video that you've seen for the last 6 months, short, everything I've ever posted, literally everything, well, other than when my editors edit, but regardless, everything I do is on a MacBook. This is literally only used for streaming and my gaming like once a week right now. I use a MacBook all day, every day. So I really like MacBooks for people that are trying to get work done. Obviously the gaming isn't there, but for someone like me, I'm way more concentrated on productivity, and I don't want my operating system to get in the way of my productivity, which is why I went Mac. And that Apple Silicon, oh my goodness. It's so good. It's so fast. It's ridiculous. Editing videos on my roughly $2,000 Mac is so much better than any PC that I've ever used before. It's so fast because I got the M2 chip, and that silicone is just ridiculous. So yeah, I'm probably a bad person to talk about that. I really, really like my MacBook. What laptop has the best battery life currently? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's some like obscure, weird laptop out there that has like crazy battery life, but like MacBooks are probably up there. It's so, and the thing that I love most about my MacBook, unlike any Windows or most Windows PCs, is there's no difference in performance whether I'm plugged in via power or not. So I have full editing power on the go, or if I'm just sitting here at this desk, like I'll often edit a video or get work done at this desk right here, not over here. And I get full performance without even plugging the MacBook in. So that's what I really like. Guys, is the 10100F and the GTX 1650 really good for gaming? It's really good for the super budget price that you'll pay. It's not going to give you really good results. It's really good value if you buy both of them used at good deals. It's a solid combo, but it's not like you're not going to get like 1080p ultra settings on it. No. Okay, here we go. Our motherboard is fully prepped. Our power supply, which is now on the carpet, is fully prepped. Our graphics card is ready to go, also on the carpet over here. So the next thing we have to do is get our case up here, and we're going to start installing and playing with the Legos and fitting everything where it needs to go. Before we do that, though, I'm going to refreshen up on a drink. We're going to take a quick break, and I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Malachi's in coffee. Make him update his pictures. I do need to update that. It's on the list. That one's just a little too low on the priority list, unfortunately. It's on there, though. I just did a build with the 11400 and an A750. I need to get it on Java. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Yeah, I wonder how quickly that sells, especially on Java. What AMD CPU should I have for an RTX 3060? Can't go wrong with the 5600. If you're looking to buy a brand new part, 5600. You can get away with a 3600 if you want to really cut costs. But brand new option, I would probably just get a 5600. That'll work. All right, let's get our case up here. Next up, Fractal Design, Pop Mini Air. Here we go. So remove the side panel and then start installing some of these parts. The good thing that I also really like about this case, why we pay a little extra for this case versus some other options, is the 3 pre-installed RGB fans. Comes in super clutch when you're building so many of them. And it's just a world-renowned case manufacturer. It's not like some weird knockoff brand that only PC flippers and PC enthusiasts know about, you know, so good option. Dang, that was a short break. Dude, I'm ready to roll, man. I went pee. Got an extra beer. That's all we need, man. I'm ready to rock and roll over here. If you only sold a build with a CD drive, we would have some problems. There we go. All right. This is what the default cable management looks like. Actually, not too shabby. Let me remove this a while. Not too shabby. It's been a while since I've built one of these. I haven't built a Frost Nova in a really long time. Hopefully Sam is still here. He can walk me through this if I need any help. But basically, the really cool part about this Pop Mini Air, which I don't know why other cases aren't implementing, because I really love this feature, is it has a 3-pin ARGB connector up here at the top of the case for the RGB button. So you just daisy chain all of the RGB products, the 3 fans that it already comes with, and if you have other, like a RGB CPU cooler, like we might in the near future, you just daisy chain them all right up to here, and then you can just use the button right there. It's really cool. I like that. And this also comes with the Velcro straps. You know, we got our hard drive cages down here. Everything looks, you know, pretty standard. Pretty good to go. All right. Our IO shield. Pop it in now. Hopefully we don't bleed. Although I feel like I almost did right there. That was close. IO shield is in.
Surprise, motherfucker.
CBN, the 100 biddies. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. I use my CD drive all the time. I don't believe you. Yeah, I know Frag and Randy is a little bit older than our average age here, but I don't believe you. What are you using a CD drive for? Personally, for white micro ATX, I'm a fan of the Deepcool CH370. We use that. Yeah, that's what we use for our Icebreaker build, our most budget PC. Yeah, I really like it as well. I was very hesitant to use it because I was concerned that it wouldn't stay in stock long, but it's been holding up. It's been holding up. It's been a little bit more expensive. They're now back down to the $60 that they started at, which is really nice. I was paying like $70 for them for a while, but yeah, I really like that one as well. Dolly's with the Twitch Prime sub, first month Twitch Prime sub. Let's go. I love that. Using your one and only, oh my god, I'm trying to get rid of this. Here we go. Sorry. Using your one and only Twitch Prime sub on Thirsty Thursday? That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Boom. The motherboard is in. That's looking super clean already. You can already tell. He spent the 90s ripping music. Okay, well, let's... All right. put the camera back on me, Pinky. All right. If you were ripping music in the 90s, type a 90 in chat, por favor. Somebody type one for me as well. If you were ripping music in the 90s, the first CD that I ever ripped, actually, I think I had a friend rip it for me, was, do you know the answer to this? Do you know what my first ever ripped CD was? Nelly is close. Nelly was like number 2 or number 3. The first one, Baha Men. Who Let the Dogs Out? That was my first ever ripped CD. Look at those 90s. Let's go. Oh, wait. One person said 90 like 1,000 times. I don't believe you. I definitely don't believe you at all. There's no way that you... That logic is not panning out at all. There is no way that you are old enough to be ripping music in the 90s and spamming the chat of a live stream. There is no way. That logic does not add up. I do not believe that at all. Fraggin' Randy? I believe. Pinky Tech? It's just some guy? Mark? Yeah. These are the ripping 90s guys. There's no way that dude over on YouTube was ripping 90s and spamming chat. Oh my god. Can't open this. I just want some motherboard screws, por favor. I was recording songs off the radio with a tape player. Yeah, that you got me beat there. That was not what we did. Did you really? Oh my god. I didn't know that was our age. I would record things on TV with a VCR recorder. I would record like basketball games because we didn't have cable when I was growing up. So like the couple games a week that were aired like on like antenna radio or antenna air or whatever, I would record them on my VCR so then I could watch basketball every day of the week. I ripped all my father's classic rock collections. Pinky says I have the hairline to prove it. Yo, Zach, I've been watching your videos for a while. Very helpful. Glad to hear it, man. Thank you. Only person your age that knows that I know that actually understands PCs? What does that mean? Are you saying I'm old? Wait, there isn't a motherboard standoff there. I was wrong. I need a motherboard standoff right there. I thought it had all of the ones I needed. Sorry. Redo that. I need... Did it come with extra standoffs? No. What are we doing, Fractal Design? Do I actually have to remove one? Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta go get my motherboard remover. Motherboard standoff remover. Sam with the 10 bit says, whoops, I'm slipping. You're supposed to be guiding me here, man. To be fair, I actually looked at the standoffs and said, yeah, we're good. Clearly that wasn't the case. Alright, so this standoff right here, we just got to move that bad boy over to right here. And then everything else looks good. Alright. Motherboard back in. It's like no time has passed. Just 20 minutes. Zach, what's your favorite PC build that you've ever done? That's a good question, man. I really don't know. It's too good of a question. And you're also assuming that I have a good memory. I don't even remember the motherboard I used last week. Will you benchmark the PC? After you build it, Sam will stress test it and make sure it's good to go. I will not. And we're not going to on this stream, if that's what you're asking. What do you game on more, your home server or your PC? Thank you for watching my videos that you know I game on my home server. That means a lot. I game more on my Steam Deck than anything right now. The home server, I haven't gamed on it for... I even said in the video that I haven't gamed on it for a while. I need to game on it more. I actually just installed Madden on the home server so I could play on the projector, but that hasn't happened yet. The Steam Deck has been my biggest gaming device over the past... Oh my god, my screwdriver doesn't work. This angle is weird. Oh my god, that doesn't work. We're gonna have to get the Be Quiet screw out here. Screwdriver. There we go. What's a good budget CPU and GPU combo? Tough question because I have no idea what you mean when you say budget. However, if I had to answer you regardless without knowing that, I would say if you're willing to buy used, the Ryzen 5 3600 and RX 5700 XT has the potential to be a deadly... Oh, is that all the screws? A deadly price to performance used combo. It has a really, really high ceiling. If you get the 3600 for 40 to 50 bucks, you know, realistically they're at like 60-ish. If you get it at 40 to 50 bucks by like being super patient, sniping a good deal. And then if you get the 5700 XT for the low 100s, 110, 120, that's nasty, nasty combination for price to performance value. This man preaching AMD. It's just where the value is right now. It really is. You know, I mean, if you know anything about me, you know I also preach Intel i3s right now. You know, like a 12100F. Amazing budget CPU if you want to buy a brand new component. Sorry, I gotta concentrate with this USB 3 connection. Sam told me to pay attention to this. It actually doesn't feel great already. Feels like there's a bent pin. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. Got it. Okay. There's one of the downsides of this motherboard, especially with this case, is the USB 3.0 header is at the bottom of the motherboard instead of like up here where they typically are. And there's like no gap with the PSU basement and the bottom of this motherboard with this specific case. So it's like a weird bend on the USB 3.0 connector. But we got it done. Gonna plug in some HD audio action over here. Boom. Power switch. Sakito Tembedi says, did you make sure the notch was facing upward? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we got it. Thank you, though. We got it. It went in. It didn't feel right at first, but no, it's in there nice and solid. I do have a question for you, Sam. I have to plug this in, right? The SATA power for the RGBs? I do have to plug that in, right? Or no? Yeah, I will. I will, because it's just, it's going to be daisy chained up to here, right? All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Drink! Our danger's here, baby. Thank you very much for the 100 biddies. I'm literally drinking right now. I think I'm the only one drinking too. Whenever we submitted our drinks at the beginning of the stream, nobody was drinking. Or at least a fun drink tonight. I feel like I was the only one. If you want to type a 1 in chat, if you've upgraded your drink over the course of the night, you know, to something a little boozy, please let me know, por favor. Right now, I'm going to plug in our PWM fan extension, and I'm gonna start daisy chaining all these fans together now before I plug in the power supply and the rat's nest of cables that is gonna come with that power supply. Okay, so this is the extension, and then what we want to do is here's one of the fan connections, here's one, and here's the other one. So I'm probably gonna leave those routed there and unroute this one from the cable management. Shawner upgraded. Yingling here. Nice. Shawner says I made a Jamaican mule. Wow, I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. Okay, we'll route this over here, and then yeah, we'll just start daisy chaining this to this, and then we'll daisy chain this to this, and then we can daisy chain this to this. All right, our 3 fans are plugged in. They're ready. Oh, spoke too soon. Oh my god, spoke way too soon. Oh my god, there we go. Okay, boom, those are good to go. Fan connections are solid. Now we can install our power supply. Before I do that though, since this is a non-modular power supply, I need to bundle up with a zip tie or something all of the excess cables that we are not using. I thought I threw away a big twist tie. Yeah, we'll use this twist tie. I don't know if that's big enough though. Okay, so we need our 24 pin. We need our 6+2, and we need our CPU pin. Just ate popcorn while watching Thirsty Thursday. That'll work. That'll work. What's a good upgrade for a 5600 and a 3060 Ti? I would just keep the 5600 or 5600X even. Yeah, I would just keep the 5600X and just upgrade that GPU. Like, get whatever you want to afford that you can afford. 2 things, 3 things. Put the camera on me real quick. All I'm doing is zip tying. Get whatever you can afford or you're willing to spend on your GPU. Make sure, number 2, make sure your GPU can be sufficiently powered by your power supply. Otherwise, you need to upgrade your power supply as well. And third, make sure your new GPU fits inside your case. Other than that, you should be solid. Like, that 5600X can hang with pretty much anything. So don't worry about bottlenecking or anything like that. Spend as much as you can, or as much as you want. Make sure your power supply is good enough. And make sure the new GPU will fit inside your case. That's all you really need to know. Okay, just bundling this up. I don't think my twist tie is long enough. Maybe. Bad advice. I recommend you get faster RAM. Were you calling your own advice bad? Because that would make more sense. I'm so nervous. I'm going to be building my first ever PC tomorrow. Will you guys help me if I have any questions on the Discord? Let me tell you something. Put the camera on me real quick. The people in our Discord server, other than the occasional buffoons, we live and breathe for newcomers to come in the Discord server and ask for help. If you're genuinely like building your first, does this fit? Building your first gaming PC, there are a ton of people in our exclamation point Discord server that would love to help you. Yes, please do that. That is awesome, man. Do I need to remove this SSD bracket? Do you remove the SSD bracket, Sam, before you do this? That's a pretty tight fit. One that I don't know if I'm comfortable making. Do you remove that? See or no? Talking about this. Do you like it? Like the lip here is a little questionable. I feel like I don't need to, but I feel like I should. I'll wait to see what Sam says. People at the temple says, Zach, you can't just go around calling your mods buffoons. Yeah, sorry. Some of you are buffoons. Not only will we help, says Pinky Tech, we will keep the trolling to a minimum. That's pretty good. I should probably stop drinking over this customer's PC. Zoomer? Yep, he's one of the buffoons as well. Super laggy? Are we lagging? Stream health is in excellent condition. Bitrate is in excellent condition. I think it might be you, bro. I think it might be you. I think we're good over here. Sam didn't say anything, so we're going to have to figure this out on our own. Having some issues fitting this power supply in here. I don't want to break anything. This is for a customer. I don't remember the last time I built this, removing that. Actually, I kind of do remember moving that now that I just said that out loud. We're going to try one more time to see if I can fit this in here. No, that is definitely hitting that. We're going to have to remove that. Okay. Let's quickly remove this SSD panel. Just like that. Okay. That should give us the amount of clearance that we're looking for here. Yeah, there we go. That was the difference. That is all we needed here, folks. Okay, good to go. So my power supply came with, I actually didn't know this, came with these types of screws. The thumb screws, not the normal like power supply screws. I guess I'll install those. It's kind of weird installing thumb screws on a power supply. I don't know how comfortable I feel doing this, but that's what it came with, so that's what we're gonna use. It's kind of convenient, honestly. Although I don't want to entice a customer to unscrew these, but that's how you learn. Zach, what's your favorite PC build that you've ever built? I don't remember getting asked this question so much, but I'm like over the last couple of weeks, it's been a common question. I don't know. Does like do I have recognizable builds that people remember in the chat? Like the builds that I remember are like fun OEM custom mod builds where like I dremeled out the side panels and put in plexiglass, added RGBs to Dell Optiplexes. They're all a blur because I've done it so many times. But like that's what I like remember. But I don't really like remember. Oh, actually, I really liked the whenever I hit 100,000 subs on YouTube. I like that build to celebrate the silver play button that you get whenever you hit 100,000 subs. I built an all silver gaming PC to match the plaque, and then we gave away the PC as well. I did like that build. That was pretty cool. But like I don't have a lot of builds that like are sitting in my mind of like that was awesome. I mean, that was my favorite. Yeah, I like a lot of these here. I like a lot of the Dell Optiplex custom builds. This is the build that I know Doc loves. I think he already said it in the chat. Doc really liked this build, right? Isn't this the one that you liked? I might be getting that mixed up with somebody. Or with a different one. Where's the silver build? It's really hard to find. There it is. I like this build. This was fun. It was more so just because of the milestone, obviously. Oh, and it was sponsored by Manscaped. Let's go. But I like that one, especially since we gave it away. Look, there's Zach hitting 100,000 subs. I like that build. That was cool. Doc says the white deep cool MeCube 110 with the black and red accents. Oh, I don't remember that one. Painful 10, but he says 2 hydrates. No, hydrate, man. Hydrate. Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about. I guess I should have this answer. That one was sponsored by Micro Center. I should have this answer on deck. I like the Zack-O-Lantern build. That one was fun. 3600 XT? That was definitely sponsored. I want to pay for that. And a 2060 Super? That was like right before the GPU shortage, I think. Something like that. Yeah, I like the Zack-O-Lantern. That was a good one. I should make another one of those. Oh, this is the one that Doc liked. Yeah, that's Doc's favorite. That was a clean looking build, especially for being super budget. Yeah, that was a good one. I think I replicated that one as well. I think I did a very similar one after that. Here's where I was hammering the PVA Prodigy. Prodigy? We were talking about that earlier in the stream. Yeah, I was hammering these types of builds for a while. It's a weird camera angle. Those were fun. I was using that case so much. Oh, this one I really liked. This is the last one I'm looking at. This one was really fun. I really like this build because I feel like it's the best use of an MSI armor card on the internet. I feel like this is probably the best build that you'll find ever, aesthetic-wise, using one of the old school GTX 10 series MSI armor cards. And it's in the Corsair, what is that, like the 275R or something? I forget what that one was called. But yeah, that was fun. I really like that build. It's a really nice case. The wall with the falling panels. Missed the old background PC and its perfectly matching fans. They were perfectly matching. They were. Okay, enough memory lane. Let's get to building. And drinking. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is figure out what to do with this rat's nest that we're not using, other than we got to plug in the SATA power for our RGB fans. So we'll plug that in. Maybe. Spoke too soon again. There we go. And then we're just going to hide this in this hard drive cage because there is literally nowhere else to put it. Okay, there we go. And if a customer needs to use the hard drive cage, then it's all bundled together and you can very quickly pull that out, which is nice. We'll put the 24 pin up there. We'll put the 8 pin up this way. And we will put the, or we'll do that one after. Okay. Zach, are you a Steelers fan because you're from Pittsburgh? No, I'm not from Pittsburgh. I've only lived in Pittsburgh for 3 years. But I've been a Steelers fan my entire life. Or since early childhood. Okay. There we go. Got that plugged in. Sorry, you can't really see it. Plugging in the 8 pin now. For the CPU. Maybe. That's not the CPU pin. That's the 6+2. Rookie mistake. No, he's in Pittsburgh because he's a Steelers fan? I mean, that was honestly a benefit of moving to Pittsburgh. Sounds like a bucket is pouring outside. It's raining so hard. Yikes. All right, there we go. That's plugged in. And now we just want to carefully feed that 24 pin, or the 6+2 up for our graphics card. Because in this fractal design case, oh geez. Oh, that does not look good at all. Sam, what am I doing here? Oh, that looks so ugly. How do I do that? This is the issue here. So this is what I was talking about. Sam already gave me the full disclaimer with the USB 3 being in a bad position here. So I should run the 6+2 up for the GPU right here, but the problem is the power supply is right there. So I feel like I have to unplug the USB 3.0. I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to unplug the USB 3.0, give myself room to feed.
Yikes.
Yeah, big yikes. That's a tough one. I know he's been complaining about this specific section of this build. Now I see why. And then I plug the USB 3.0 on top of that. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. Maybe I can. Nope. Gotta come all the way out. Yeah, that's a tough spot. Remove the PSU, pass the cable, reinstall the PSU. Mark, are you new? Is this your first time in ZTT? In Thirsty Thursday? You think I'm really gonna remove the PSU? No. Ain't got time for that. I am not removing that PSU. There's no way. Okay. We got this out here. There we go. Okay. Now we move that over. I know you guys aren't really seeing what I'm doing here, but just trust me. Sakito Tempity says, you gotta route the GPU cable first before installing the PSU. No, you have to feed it through. Nope. You guys are not thinking clearly here. I got it. Don't worry. I figured it out. Look, I just did it perfectly. This is what I did. I don't know how well you can see this, but I uninstalled the USB 3.0. Then I routed this through. Then I moved this towards the left here above the power supply. And then I reinstalled this. So now this is still perfectly like tucked up and under, and now this comes out right to the side of it. You're welcome. That's all you gotta do. I got you. Okay. Now, we just gotta cable manage this beast. Okay, so this one we definitely want really tight, because this is a weird, like, huge hole here, and we don't want that 24 pin like just sagging there freely. So I want to make sure that we pull this really tight. Okay. How much was the case? These are 90. It's kind of expensive, but they are 90. Okay, we got that. Okay, that should be fine. This is already plugged in, so we can tuck these down here. No M.2 cover on that motherboard? No, not a Gigabyte DS3H. Actually, the B760s, right? The B760 DS3Hs, I think, do actually have a cover. Sam can correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure they do, though. But no, not this one. This one's a little too budget. Zach, what's your favorite Steelers memory? Ooh, now there's a question. That one I can pull. Let's go. All right. Whew. The James Harrison interception is up there. James Harrison, 99-yard touchdown, interception to the house. Super Bowl against the Cardinals. That one's definitely up there. The Santonio Holmes touchdown in the back of the end zone, again in the Super Bowl. You know, I have a lot of Super Bowl Steelers memories, you know, because they go there so often. That was another big one. I remember distinctly watching, the Immaculate Reception. I remember specifically watching the Ben Roethlisberger trip. It was the year that they went to the Super Bowl, but this was in the AFC Championship against Peyton Manning and the Colts. And the Steelers had the ball on the 1 yard line. They're about, they need to score a touchdown. And they give the ball to the bus. The bus hasn't dropped a fumble in 3 decades. And he fumbles the ball on the 1 yard line. Someone from the Colts picks it up. He's got no one to beat him. He's got the full field ahead of him. And Ben Roethlisberger pulls up the most clutch trip ever. He literally tackled him by his shoestrings. And that saved our Super Bowl run. That was another one. Those are probably my biggest memories. Those are huge. She says, you remember all of that, but you don't remember that we have a date on Sunday. That's valid. I mean, that's very valid. But unfortunately, these Steeler memories are, they're up there in terms of priority memory-wise. So, I'm sorry. Fengo with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. He must be a Steelers fan. That Harrison interception had me wondering if he was going to have a heart attack. We were all thinking that. The James Harrison interception is burned into my mind. It was such a good one, man. I remember, I think I was in middle school at that time. Early teenager years, I forget. But I remember jumping up and down, watching the game with my dad, and just jumping the whole time. It took him a half hour to get down the field. James Harrison was a big dude. And just, oh my God, the whole country was just watching this humongous human run 99 yards downfield. And he somehow made it in the end zone. It was crazy. Stole a ring from Larry Fitzgerald and Carson Palmer. Wait, was it Carson? No. Was it really? I want to say it was Kurt Warner. Yeah, Shauner said Kurt Warner. Yeah, I don't think it was Carson Palmer. No, I'm pretty sure it was Kurt Warner. Carson was later? Yeah. Doc, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Wait, Dooley says it was Carson. Somebody look it up. Who was the quarterback of the Cardinals when they lost to the Steelers in the Super Bowl? I would vote it was Kurt Warner. What are you building? We are building a Frost Nova gaming PC. We're almost done, which is why we're talking about football. We're almost done. Warner? I'm surprised that multiple people said Carson Palmer. I'm pretty sure it was Kurt Warner. It was Kurt? Okay, thank you. Yeah, Carson Palmer never got that close. No. Get out of here. The closest that Carson Palmer ever got to getting far in the Super Bowl was when they played the Steelers in a divisional round game or a wild card round in the playoffs, and someone from the Steelers tore his ACL. that was the year that the Bengals and Carson Palmer were supposed to do really well, but someone from the Steelers tore his ACL in a playoff game. If I could be making that up. If my memory serves me correctly, that was the closest that he's ever gotten. It was Warner. I don't know why I said Carson. Yeah, you guys are messed up. He made it to an NFC Championship once with the Cardinals? Did he really? That's wild. My favorite memory was Tebow to DT. I don't know what you're talking about, but I remember losing to Tim Tebow. I don't know what Tebow to DT was, though. Whenever the Steelers lost to Tim Tebow, oh my God, we were stationed in Japan, and so it was really tough for us to watch games, and it was the most I ever fell out of watching Steelers games, because What time were the football games on? Like 1 a.m. to start? It was like 1 a.m. Like Sunday, like 1 p.m. games here Eastern time was like 1 a.m. in Japan time. So it was really tough to watch games. And I remember they played Tim Tebow and lost, and it was like very embarrassing. But I don't remember exactly what play you're talking about. My favorite, oh, this is a good one. Doc says, my favorite worst memory for the Cowboys was Dez catching it. So for that one, I was deployed to Afghanistan when that happened. And I argued, oh my God, the Cowboys hater that I am. For some reason, I was deployed with a lot of Cowboys fans. And I was explaining to people for a week why that was not a catch. And to this day, based off of the rules that were the current rule book at that time, it was correctly called. It was actually not a catch according to the rules at that time. That's why they changed it. Because common sense would tell you that it was a catch. Like if you were in the backyard and you asked somebody, did he catch it? You would say yes. But the way the rules were written, it was a correct call. So he did not catch it. No, you're wrong. That's all I have to say about that. Cowboys suck. What branch of service? I'm Air Force. Yeah, we were Air Force as well. All right, well, you guys aren't watching me. Sorry. The Dallas coach has no brain. I mean, nobody in the Cowboys organization has a brain, just to be fair. All right, so I'm just daisy chaining all of these, or attempting to daisy. How am I going to do this? Sam, how do I? So the goal here is we have to daisy chain all of these RGB connectors to each other, and then we also have to get it all the way up to here. So I think this is the longest run, so we're going to do this. Excuse me. None of them since Jimmy Johnson had a brain. Well, Jimmy Johnson doesn't have a... Well, I don't know if Jimmy Johnson had a brain when he was actually a head coach. But like as of right now, he does not have a brain either. The Cowboys are the most developed team, yet can't tell time. I think that's delusion speaking. Why would you say Cowboys are the most developed team? Like, how could you say that? What do you mean by that? They're the most developed team? That doesn't even make sense. I'm building my first proper PC right now. Nice, man. What are you building? Is $18 extra for a PSU worth black cables and tier B rating instead of tier C? Well, if you already have cable extensions, then it's not super necessary on the black cable standpoint, because you're going to use extensions anyway. If you're debating about using black cables versus ketchup and mustard cables, then yes, that's definitely worth it. And if it's a personal build, then I would say it's worth it as well. Like if you're trying to build a PC that's going to last you for a while, then I would say it's worth it upgrading from tier B to tier A, or from tier C to tier B. Now, if this is all for a flip and you're using cable extensions, then no, I would probably leave it at tier C unless if it's a high-end flip. Okay, I am very turned around with all of these. Okay, this RGB is daisy chained to that. This RGB is daisy chained to this. And then this RGB, okay, I'm tracking. We're good to go. Just gotta, okay, there we go. We're good. What do you mean the Cowboys are the most developed team? Yeah, Shauner says most overhyped team, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's all it is. Sam says, I got my work cut out for me redoing the cable management. Yeah, should I just not even try and we'll just let you do it? I mean, at least I put the Legos together. I think that might be the best bet. I think ROI wise on all of our times, it's worth it for me to just like turn the PC on and you can do the cable cable management. Honestly, it doesn't look terrible. I've made worse. But I know Sam's standard of cable management has increased rapidly without me, like leaving me in the dust here, so he might not be comfortable shipping a PC like this anymore. We used to be okay with it. I don't think so anymore. Gonna be honest, yes. What do you think of the H5 Flow RGB? I like the H5 Flow. I really like that fan in the H5 Flow. Let me pull it up real quick. I haven't watched anybody actually do the testing on it, so correct me if I'm wrong, and this isn't super important, but I feel like it should be important. The H5 Flow, hold on. This is what I really like. The H5 Flow has this fan here. I don't know why this picture is doing this, but like, this isn't like raised or anything. It's like detached, or it's attached right to the PSU basement, but it's angled at a 45-degree angle, just like this. So the fan is down here where my cursor is, right like this. So it's pointing right at the intake of a GPU. I don't know, right there's a good picture. Right here's the fan. It points, it's angled perfectly at your GPU. And on top of NZXT just having like a super clean design, and I've loved that for years. But I feel like this fan here is like really underrated. Has I'm sure like someone like Gamers Nexus or someone has done the research on it. Has this proven to be effective or no? If it's effective, then I really like it. But it's like, to my simple brain, it seems like it would be a great idea, but I don't know like degree wise how much it actually affects it, but it just seems really smart. Anybody know the date on that? Our danger, I'm drinking, baby. We're almost done. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I mean, I'm a Chiefs fan. No, wait. I'm not a bandwagon. I've been a fan my whole life. There's nobody that's been a Chiefs fan their whole life. That just doesn't exist. I don't believe anybody that says they're a Chiefs fan. Okay, let's install this graphics card and get out of here. Oh my god, it's 10:30. What are we doing here? 10:30? I gotta go to bed. Thank you with the 300 biddies. How do I convince my buddy to get an RX 7600 or a 4060? Thank you for the 300 biddies. Wait, which one are you trying to convince him to get? How do I convince my buddy to get a 7600 or a 4060? I don't really know what you mean by that. Thank you for the biddies. How about you just show them benchmarking videos? Just show them charts. That's probably the best. That's probably the best bet. Just show them charts. And that would be my best. Whichever GPU you want them to buy, just show them the charts. Both of the cards, the thing that's going to hurt your case, no matter which one you're a fan of, is both of those cards launched with like not great reviews, you know, because the 4060 in terms of the current market is very overpriced in terms of value, and the 7600 launched with absolute chaos. Like it was something that we were experiencing directly. Like oh my god, the whole process was so bad. I'm sure Sam is like stressing out just thinking about it right now. But so you're gonna find, if somebody just like quickly like searches for RX 7600 review or RTX 4060 review, they're probably gonna see something negative, just because both of them launched pretty bad. Painful at 10, but he says, are you plugging the PC in? If so, I'm gonna run a prediction. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna plug it in as soon as I'm done. Yeah, we'll make sure that it fires up. Which one of your PCs can average over 120 FPS on Modern Warfare 2 at 1440p? I don't know if our Icelance does that. Let me check real quick. ZTTbuilds.com. Icelance, we post the benchmarks. I think we have Modern Warfare 2 on there. I don't think it's going to do that in 1440p. No. Oh, maybe. Our Icelance, maybe. We have it posted in 1440p, our Icelance PC, which is this one. We have it posted for 85 FPS in 1440p Ultra. So if you use like 1440p medium balanced, maybe. It'd be cutting it close. It'd be cutting it close. If you truly want like a super smooth Modern Warfare 2 1440p system, you're probably gonna need something bigger than what we offer. Probably. You'll probably want, because that's a 13400F and an RTX 3070. You'll probably want higher than that if that's an actual like high priority for you. Ours might be able to achieve that with lower 1440p settings, but I don't know. Is that the LTT screwdriver? Yep. Yeah, it's the black one. Brett from UFD Tech gave it to me. I did not buy it. It's a nice screwdriver, but it would have been a tough purchase. They're pretty expensive. All right, GPU's plugging in. Trying to do some little cable management for Sam here, just so he doesn't have to redo the whole thing. I mean, that's looking pretty smooth. That's pretty solid. Boom. That looks good. All right, from the front, we're looking pretty good. There it is. Whew! That's not bad. Let me adjust this 24-pin cable comb real quick. I mean, that's looking pretty sharp. Whew! That's looking nice. There we go. Painful has a prediction up over here on Twitch. What's this prediction? Will the PC turn on first try with all the fans spinning? He probably means with all the RGBs turned on as well. Get your channel points up for betting right now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Sam, I'll let you do it. Here's just what the... I mean, I've used 2 zip ties so far to my defense. I have not tried to make it super nice. But yeah, I think you're right. I'll just let you finish that one. Thank you for offering. It'll take them 5 minutes to fix that up. That's perfectly fine. That was not terrible. It was honestly better than what I expected. Painful Temedy says, yes, everything working. The prediction doesn't allow enough characters. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, here's what we're looking at. Channel points. Will the PC turn on with all the fans spinning and all the RGB? That actually looks pretty nice. Pretty nice build. Where's our prediction at? I don't know where it's at. I don't see the prediction anymore. I don't have the results. Where are the results? I don't see it. Somebody's gonna have to keep me updated. There was an attempt. At least the long part is done. I got you, man. I got you. Thank you for the 10 biddies. All right, let's plug it in. I don't think I have a power cable over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to use the one for the build. I gotta get a power cord installed over here. Could a 3060 Ti run 1440p 144 hertz in some games, but not a lot? I mean, not Modern Warfare 2. Not super demanding games, no. Some games, yeah, like Valorant, you know, games like that, yeah. 3060 Ti is a borderline 1440p card. Borderline. I'm gonna have to walk around here. All right. There we go. Zach, if AMD makes a 7900, what would you choose? A 7900 or a 4090? They do have a 7900. They have two. They have a 7900 XT and an XTX. If you have unlimited money and you want the best possible performance, get the 4090. If you want better value, get a 7900 XTX. Okay, here we go. We're gonna fire it up now. What? Why is my RGB RAM coming on? Okay, let's just turn it on. I don't know if the prediction's over or not. I can't see it, but here we go. Let's go. Let's turn off this light real quick. Let's go. I see 1 fan spinning. 2, 3. Oh, this is my ending song too. Let's go. This is my favorite song to wrap up a stream. We got the RGB lights fully spinning. All fans. They're good to go. If you predicted yes, ladies and gentlemen, you would be the winner because we got everything rocking and rolling right now. Although the fan speed is kind of questionable here, but I'm sure it's fine. That is our Frost Nova gaming PC, and I should be able to adjust the lights. Boom. There we go. We're not going to be able to adjust the lights on the RAM sticks, because we got to do that in the BIOS or the RGB software. This is the color that we usually ship them with, but that's looking super clean. Let's go. Success. 3.6 thousand channel points on yes. Wow, you guys had a lot of faith in me today. Let's go. Thank you. You only got 27 points for that. yeah, most people voted yes. Nice. This is the Fractal Design Pop Mini Air. Perfect. Yeah, looks good, man. Looks pretty good. The only thing Sam has to do is like 5 minutes of cable management in the back, and we're ready to roll, man. Missed the vote because my power flickered. All good. Is this pre-recorded? No. Sam says, for the record, I voted no. So here's the thing. Like, I know, like,
wow.
Thank you. At work, like, Sam is surpassing me in terms of total PCs built at a significant rate. Sam is building like 10, 12 PCs a week, and I'm building about 1. So like, I can feel that I'm starting to like become the old guy. I can feel it. Like, it's literally happening right now. I can feel that I'm the old guy. The young guys are like, let me get in there and do that for you. I can feel it happening. But here's the deal. We got the PC booted up. RGB fans are on. All the fans are spinning from the front, which has only ever been my guarantee aesthetics approval. From the front, the aesthetics are dialed in. It's just from the back. You know, I could use some assistance. I also need some sleep. So, there you go. What is your favorite one that you sell currently? Probably this one. Just because it's our most popular. How many have we sold so far? We've sold a good amount of Frost Novas before. I think we're in the 80s now. This is our 79th Frost Nova. That's going out from the studio. But we've sold a few more than that. Because this is for Anthony, by the way. If Anthony's in the chat, you're welcome. We've sold 82 Frost Novas so far. So any PC that you sell 82 of, I'm a fan. And this was also the very first PC that I decided, put the camera back on me and the lights. All right, here we go. 6 months ago or so, I made the decision, you know, after talking with Sam multiple times about it, instead of just doing our monthly drops, let's build a PC model that we sell whenever people ask for it, instead of just our single one-of-one drops. And we had a lot of conversations about it. I did a lot of internal debating, and the Frost Nova is what eventually became the answer to, let's just do one PC and see how it goes. This was only like 6 months ago, mind you. We've sold 82 of them so far. So I would say the Frost Nova is probably my favorite one because it's like near and dear to my heart. Like this PC right here is what started it all. So yeah, this is probably my favorite. Fango with 100 biddies says, what is your personal rig, or what's in your personal rig? 12700K, 64 gigs of DDR5, and an RTX 3080. I only use it for gaming like once a week, and streaming also once a week. That's all this PC gets used for. I use my MacBook for all the work and everything for ZTT. What do you use to host your website? Wix. Yeah, we do everything through Wix. Jack, what's your favorite GPU and CPU? It doesn't have to be a combo, but just what do you like as a CPU and GPU? Honestly, what I was explaining earlier about the 3600 and the 5700 XT, I want to do more builds with those. Like, but you can put together a 300 to 400, like if you truly dialed in the price of performance and didn't spend a ton of extra money on the aesthetics, a 300-ish, 350, maybe $400 Ryzen 5 3600 and 5700 XT build is just, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. Now, the one thing I will say is I was hunting for a GTX 1070 Ti the other day for a very specific project that we're working on. And I did notice, although the 1070 Ti performs a little bit less than the 5700 XT, the 1070 Ti's were way more readily available at an easier price than the 5700 XTs. So not as good in terms of performance, but if you're looking for like a super easy budget build, I think people might be sleeping on the 1070 Ti right now. There's a lot of them. A lot of people bought 1070 Ti's when they launched. A lot. So it makes sense that they're on the used market a good bit right now. Is $70 a good deal for a GTX 1070? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Can you shout out my friend Gamer Unknown 075 on YouTube? There you go. Does Wix also tell you the sales? Yeah, I mean, we have full like analytical reporting. I can, yeah. I know everything about the sales. Wix gives us everything. My EVGA 3080 for the win 3 runs gets up to 83 degrees Celsius when gaming in a case with great airflow. Should I be concerned? I would be concerned. I would be concerned if it gets hotter than that. But if it, I mean, figure out what temperature that card is getting specifically with everyone else in the community. 83 itself is not concerning, but if it gets hotter than that, it could be concerning. But if that's the max after 100% load for a while, like I won't worry about it. It's fine. Painful 10 says, man, AMD is making questionable decisions lately with the 5600X 3D to start and now the 6750 GRE. What is with the exclusive drops? I mean, as much as I don't like the exclusive drops, both of them are because of limited inventory. You know, like, it makes sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense. It's just limited inventory. Both of them are apparently not real drops, so they got to do what they got to do. I'm just not a fan of it. That's the minimum. Check that out. Oh, let's go. Oh, my God. You guys are on point. At least Frag and Randy is. Frag and Randy says, that's the minimum card. Talking about the 1070 Ti for Starfield. Boom. Crazy. That's crazy that you can pull that out. That's, I'll give you guys a scoop. There's only 47 million of you here. That's what we're doing. Starfield minimum specs. The minimum specs for Starfield are a Ryzen 5 2600X and a RX 5700, not XT, or a 1070 Ti. So I went with a 2600X and a 1070 Ti. So we're going to be building a PC Starfield themed based off of the minimum specs that they recommend Fragging Randy is 100% on his game right now. That's crazy. How do I check my CPU and GPU temperatures? If you want a dedicated piece of software that you can just like pull up and look at any time, HW Monitor. It'll give you all of the temperatures, utilization percentages, power draw, everything. HW Monitor. If you want to do it like while you're gaming and do that little overlay thing in the top left-hand corner that everyone uses for benchmarking, then that's called MSI Afterburner. Download either one of those. It's a way to sell defective die. Yeah, exactly. For the Ryzen or for the AMD stuff. What do you think of the O11 Air Mini? I mean, people have beat to death the O11. All of the different models. So, I have actually never used a single, I don't think so, a single Lian Li O11 case at all. Full size, the middle one, the mini. I've never used any of them. And because it was like the one case that like people just like bandwagon. I mean, it's a good case, like everyone likes it, but it like, I don't know, something like always rubbed me the wrong way with it. It was just like it was too mainstream. It's not really anymore. It still kind of is. But like the whole O11 series was like a little bit too mainstream for me. And like the whole ZTT brand is based off of aesthetics. And I like to do it in a unique way. And like every O11 build, as long as you like have any sort of decent skill of color coordinating and like picking good components, is going to look good. So yeah, it's very basic. Yeah, Doc says O11 is clean but very basic. I guess that is the way to put it. It was just the aesthetics that you get from an O11 aren't unique, you know. And it's just like when you see that like for like 6 months, every new build above like $800 was in the O11s. Yeah, I kind of avoided it. I don't like the Air Mini. If you get a dual chamber case, the front panel should be glass. You lose the aesthetic of the O11. Yeah, that is weird too, how the O11 Air Mini has a mesh front panel, where the whole like staple of the O11 series was the start of the trend of the front glass and the side glass. And now there's just, I mean, the O11 like did good work. It did good work in our industry. Like now we have so many O11 knockoffs that look amazing, that are much cheaper. And like, yeah, I'm a huge fan of that. I like what the O11 did. But yeah, I never used it. People at 10 says shout out requests. All right, where are we at? Shout out 6 minutes ago. Can you shout out? I already said that. I already got Gamer Unknown 075 on YouTube. I already did that. This is your second shout out. Whatever happened to the $600 PC that was going to sell for cheap? The one with an RTX 3060? It's sold, man. It's sold. If you're talking about a build that we did on YouTube, it's sold. If it's just ever like a monthly drop, which our next one is September 1st, which is coming up here next week. Next week, we're going to drop 5 builds. Let me pull it up for you real quick. If you guys are in the exclusives to buy a build from us. Because we skipped August 1st this time. For our monthly drops for September 1st, we're selling a $450 build, a $400 build, $800, $550, and $400. The 450 is going to have, oh my god, that's crazy, a 10400F and a 2060 Super for $450. The $400 build, oh wait, yeah, the $400 build is going to have a Ryzen 5 5500 and an RX 580. The $800 build, Oh my god. The $800 build is going to have a 13400F and a 6700 XT with DDR5 for 800 bucks. That's wild. That's probably our best value one. The 551 is going to have a 10400F and a 3060. So there's another 30. Maybe that's the one you're talking about. We're going to sell a 10400F and a 3060 build. 12 gig 3060 for 550. And then the last one is 400, which is going to be a 10100F and the 1060. That was last week's video. We're going to sell that one for 400. Crazy deals. DDR5, 13400F and a 6700 XT for 800. Come on. That one might go first. That one might go super quick. With MSI Afterburner, can I overclock? Rather than going through the BIOS? Yeah, MSI Afterburner is how people overclock their GPUs. Yeah, that's the main way that people do it. But yeah, all right, I'm going to get going, guys. That was a really fun stream. We got it done. Poor Sam only has to do like 5 minutes of cable management, so we should be good. But yeah, I got to wrap this up. I got to go to bed. It's almost 11, and my kids wake up at 7, and they have full of energy, and I'm going to be exhausted, and I got to clean up. And Kenny Pickett is on the screen now, so I want to hear what he says. But yeah, thank you guys very much for tuning in to Thirsty Thursday. Much appreciated. This was another fun one, another successful build. We're rocking and rolling now. And yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow. We're actually releasing another normal main channel. Thank you. Thank you, Fragger Randy, for the 100 biddies. Going to wrap things up. Much appreciated. But yeah, we have a video going live tomorrow, which is going to be about... What is our video tomorrow about? Oh my god. What's our video about tomorrow? Oh, an Amazon Prime only budget build. Pretty interesting. We could only use parts that had 2-day shipping on Amazon Prime. So stay tuned for that one. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, maybe next Thirsty Thursday. Have a good night, guys.